Hello. You want to
And
introduce him?
I'll go ahead and do so.
Right.
And we're back for the potentially last one for a bit of the life of Larry Mccullough. All right, let's get started.
Larry Mccullough is my nickname, but my proper name is Lawence Mccullough, which my older son happened to have too.
That's right.
One of the things that I guess was important in my life, and it was instilled to me with my family, was my spiritual life. How did I? Why did I go to church? Well, my mother took us to church. At an early age, we was not only going to church almost every Sunday, we also went to Sunday school before church. As my sister and I, mother would take us to church. Her and my father would sing in the choir.
Oh yeah.
And we usually, because we were kind of fidgety, we'd sit in the front row. And if we do anything or start getting a little antsy, mom would look at us, give us that look. Like, settle down or be still or something,
Yeah.
But anyway, I do remember aspects of the church services. They sang, pastor gave a message which I didn't really understand that much what he was talking about. The thing that really had an impact was when I was 6 years old, and this is when my his father, passed.
Oh, wow.
And I remember him being in a casket in church. Went up to him, seeing him. I didn't really know him that well. Didn't get a chance to really, because he died at an early age, about 40 something.
Oh.
Yeah, so he had some kind of strange sickness back then. But he did die because of it. But I do remember it took place in a church, and I think there was people crying, and it was a moving moment.
Yeah.
And I just didn't know how to handle it. I just realized that someone said, "That's your grandfather," And he had an open coffin back then. I do remember seeing his face, but I can't remember the details now.
Yeah.
I remember his complexion was darker. That particular side of the family, he originally was a darker side of the family, I call it.
Yeah.
On my father's side, but on my mother's side, it was all fair skinned and mixed. The same thing on my mother's side.
Yep.
She had fair skinned people that came up from Tennessee. But back to the church, as I was growing up, we had, I guess what you call Bible study during the summer for 2 weeks. And it was kind of cool. And most of us look forward to the cookies and lemonade that we would get and the treats, Once again, I don't remember that much what was being taught. It was kind of programmed. It's the Methodist church.
Of course.
So they had everything. You hand out and you read certain stuff in it. But I do remember them talking about Jesus, some things he did, and some stories related to that. What guys left an impression on me was Jesus with the sheep,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a message behind that.
Of course.
But I didn't really get in depth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And depth to it as much as I had later on in life. But as I went through my younger years, we was in church most of the time. Every once in a while, I would visit my grandfather's church. At this time, my grandfather, my mother's father, was a pastor.
Ah.
Yes, he was a pastor at Liberty Baptist Church
Yes.
originally. I don't recall too much when he was there, but he did move to another church in Kennedy Heights, where we live. And then later on, he ended up at a church in Elmwood, Ohio. So they kind of moved him around. But back to the church I mainly attend was Gaines United Methodist.
Oh, yes.
And we had the Bible studies. And the church was located in Madison at the corner of Sierra and, I believe, Chapman. And the church is only 2 blocks from where we live, so it made it convenient. We just walked to church,
Yep.
And then we also had Bible study at elementary school.
Of course.
The school I went to, they had a church across the street, and there's agreement. I remember us walking over to that church and part of the school sessions. We would take off, go over there and sit. They read some scriptures to us and had some stories about the teachings.
Of course.
So once again, I don't remember all the details, but I do remember going there.
Well, that's important.
Then my teenage years, still going to church.
Yes.
Except later on, when I got on 14 or 15, I got a weekend job.
Oh,
so,
yes.
yes, I worked with my father. So church, I didn't really go through that much, except once in a while I could,
Yeah.
But I was
That's fine.
more working on Saturday morning. I got to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, and also Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Work with my father on Saturday. Working with my another friend, or my father on Sundays. And basically consists of coming in there, cleaning the bathrooms,
Yeah.
sweeping the floors,
Yeah.
basically cleaning up the bowling alley.
Yeah.
And once it was all cleaned up, they had what they call leagues, okay, bowling leagues. On Saturdays it was children's league and teenagers league, bowling
Nice.
league. And then on Sunday, the owner, who was Jewish,
Okay.
they didn't go to church on Sunday, so
course
they had bowling on Sunday, the bowling league.
Mm-hmm.
And I did things like go around, pick up glasses, and wipe the tables off. And,
Yeah.
basic service.
Yeah.
And in between bowling, sometimes I would run the lanes or check the throwing, where people slide at to throw a ball.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it's sticky, put some powder down, rub it in so it
Nice.
slide a little better.
Good stuff.
So yeah, all this was taught to me by my father. And also when the bowling machine act up, I'll run down. Somebody said ball return. To me, the ball got stuck back in the machine.
Yeah.
Push it out.
Yeah.
Or they want a pin put in a certain position, or the deck jam, which would mean all the pins keep up at the same time, and the machine automatically stops.
Yeah.
So that's why I started missing part of the church service. Then later on, I got back to church off and on through my older teenage years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to college. When I went to college,
Yeah.
once again, I missed going to church college away in college at Miami University.
Oh yes.
But before Miami University, I went to Howard College of Applied Science
Mm-hmm.
twice. Completed a program there,
Yeah.
and then had the credits transferred to Miami University in Oxford.
Mm-hmm.
Went there for 1 quarter. I might have been too soon again because got up there, got being away,
Mm-hmm.
didn't focus so much on academics. I got more in activities, like
Yeah.
fraternities, and joined a karate club, and
Yeah.
all that kind of playful stuff, which I should put more focus on my education.
Huh.
So, you come ready at different stages.
Exactly.
And during that time period, when I did stop going to college for a while, I got drafted, I went into service.
Yeah.
And while I was in service, I didn't really attend church that much, so I kind of gotten away from it while I was in service.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I may go to a service, somebody invite me, or a funeral.
Mm.
When people will gather together, someone got killed, or I do remember a few of those.
Yeah.
So back to church life again. It didn't pick back up until I got out of service,
Mm.
and I think Mom encouraged me to come back to church, start attending church again. So I did
Yeah.
for a few years. I got be involved in Sunday school. They wanted me to be a teacher, so I teach some Bible classes.
Nice.
I always had a little flair to try to make the kids feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And they got involved with being what you call an usher, where you
Yes.
go around, collect money, and hand a tray out,
Mm-hmm.
help people.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my cousin John did that. We did that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the pastor would talk to me and ask, how's it going? He said, I want to pray with you. And, if you're having troubles. And also want me to serve in the church board. And then
Of course.
they were going to build a new church, so I want to be involved in that. I gave a donation to that, which
course.
paid me back. I thought it was interesting. So it's a business transaction, I guess.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I got more involved in the church then, and also sang. I
Nice.
went all out. Singing in the church choir. I do remember singing a duo with one of the church members.
Nice.
I guess it went over okay. Nobody was
Not bad.
booing. Of course, they wouldn't anyway.
Not in church.
Not in church, So yeah, I was pretty involved in church during that time period of my life.
Yeah.
Did a lot of things. Church picnic, of course,
Naturally.
Special cookouts or whatever, So, during that time period while I was in church, this is when I met your mother,
Mm-hmm.
Bobby,
Yep.
because I was ushering that Sunday, and she had to come in with Helen and who was it? Lori.
Oh, Laura,
They were
yeah.
both teenagers then at the time.
Okay.
And Bobby was just, I think she did 21 or 22, so she was
Okay.
pretty young herself.
Yeah.
She said she's had to be visiting church that Sunday. Of course, she caught my eye.
Mm-hmm.
and I got a picture of her. There's a picture of us right after church service. We just met, you know.
Yep.
I didn't really know where this is going to lead, but I do felt quite comfortable around her. She was pretty and got my attention.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, one thing led to another. 2 weeks later, she came back to visit again. And only this time around, she needed a ride home.
Well, then
So I gave her a ride home, and that's where I met her mother. Her mother said she knew her whole family.
Well,
So,
there you go.
well, must be something to this. So, once again, church was the reason why I was there when I got married. I found a woman that I fell in love with and ended up marrying a year later.
There you go.
So you can find some good women in church.
That's what I hear.
Yes, yes. So, after we got married, we still attended church. And we didn't have any children yet, but we still was involved in church. Bobby sang at church sometimes. Interesting because they knew about her mother who sang also. So, and her grandmother sang.
Well, shoot.
So it was just naturally she would sing, you know.
Of course.
So she's pretty involved at church, mostly in the choir and singing. And then later on, the church wanted to have a band, so I played bass guitar for the church.
Nice.
So once again, most of my activities were church-centered.
Of course.
And until one day, in fact, before going further, I got mentioned after your mother got pregnant with you, with Ian Mccullough.
Yeah.
I remember we got up early in the morning to go to Easter service. And that's where you have a baptism for children.
Of course.
It's kind of convenient. He was born in March, and Easter service was next month, so April. So
Naturally.
there, you know, he's old enough. We can take you to church, get you baptized.
There you go.
So yeah, he was the first one in the family that was going to church with us every Sunday. They had a nursery. I think we left in the nursery sometimes.
Convenient.
Yeah, real convenient. We still be out in church, so get involved. They kept us busy, of course.
Oh, naturally.
Then in church, I recall that they had a guest speaker. Well, let me let you know how that started.
Sure.
I went to California to see Judy, my cousin.
Ah, yes.
So I went to visit her prior to me meeting your mother. The reason I mentioned this is because while I was out there, I went to see a service by a guy named Fred Price.
Ah, yes.
And that was church Judy was going to. So I was so impressed with him. I came back all excited and telling the pastor about Fred Price, how he taught the Bible, and how it meant a lot to me now, because now he'd be out in the audience holding the Bible and following along, and he would talk for a whole hour on the Bible. It was kind of exciting. He opened the Bible up. He walked up and down the aisles, and he gave examples. And he told you, turn to this, turn to that. And he explained it, you know, as a teacher. So that really helped plant some seeds in me as far as really learning the Bible and reading it for yourself. Because in the Methodist tradition, we don't really read it for ourselves most of it. We just follow what books they gave us.
Yeah.
So fast forward again past that. The reason I mentioned that because we had a speaker who also knew Fred Price.
Well, how about that?
And he was putting a church together, or having a church revolved to that type of teaching, where he would teach sermon and special music, you know. He wants to like be the Fred Price of Cincinnati, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we was enticed by that because we was kind of, wow, I thought to myself, there's a church in Cincinnati that's similar to what Fred Price Church was out in California. So I was excited about it. So we went to visit. One visit led to another. Till finally got to the point we had to choose which church we're going to go to.
Yep.
And the pastor said we had to submit a written resignation.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's unusual.
Just a bit.
But he said, since you'll be attending another church, you know, you won't have the, I guess we didn't say it, but it was called membership privileges. When you belong to a certain membership in a certain church, certain denomination, you know. And when you don't no longer attend, you got to let them know.
Of course.
There's a little bit of Catholicism in them, too.
Just a
That's
tad.
where it derived from, yeah. So we started attending the church out in College Hill.
Oh, yeah.
We'll bring you along, and later on, Corey was born. We brought Corey along. But then the honeymoon was over. After they got us involved in a lot of activities in the church, and your mother was singing and wanted her to sing.
Yeah.
And then she got pregnant. Was that with Rachel? Wait, I'm sorry. She got pregnant with Corey.
Ah.
Yeah, she was pregnant with Corey, because Corey wasn't born yet.
All right.
But in the meantime, though, we felt like we weren't feeling comfortable there. The church was going through a lot of changes, and the pastor and the congregation was having issues.
Yep.
So we decided to leave that and come back to Madison. Then we started going back to Gaines for a while.
Right.
You may recall we lived on, I forgot the name of the street, we was only a block away from Gaines.
Yeah.
There's a little house we rented. Okay.
I remember
well,
that.
actually, we built the house. I'm rambling now. We had built
That's
the
right.
house in Kenwood,
Yeah.
and there's pictures of me holding you while they built the
Mm-hmm.
foundation. Then after that, then Corey was born into that house. Okay.
All right.
Because when you was young, we lived on Lewis Avenue in Blue Ash
Mm-hmm.
in a rented house. So we went from that to build our own home,
Mm-hmm.
and Corey came along,
Yep.
and you and Corey loved sitting by the windows watching a train go by.
Oh
There's a
yes.
train across the street. We were still attending. That's when we started attending church in Madison. We went from Gaines to Pastor Gray, Chester Gray,
Oh yes.
Jesus Christ Center.
Mm-hmm.
You might remember going there, you and Corey.
Oh yes.
So they was more like a Pentecostal type service. They sing, get happy, and pray in
Yep.
spirit, lots
Yep.
of prayer.
Yep.
But some things come up in that church, so we,
As they
as
do.
always, one of Bobby's friends told us about a church called Living Word Fellowship.
Well,
That's
there
being
it
out
is.
Blue Ash,
Mm-hmm.
Junior Achievement Building. They haven't got a building yet. So we came and checked them out, and first thing I noticed is they wanted the kids to go be with Gordon Haven.
Oh yes.
He was your first impression of somebody who you in that service. And then he entertained the kids while the adults was out in the main part of the service.
Yeah.
I think because Corey was too young, he stayed with us, okay?
Yeah.
And here again, maybe it was Rachel. Okay, I get confused now.
Oh,
Rachel
so it's
was
blended together.
born as a baby. And at that time, Corey's walking,
Ah.
you know. So Rachel will be the one that will stay at the service with us.
Hmm.
Because she was too young to go to service with Gordon Haven with the youth group. I guess
Yeah.
they called them youth back then.
Something like that.
But they was in that building all of a sudden around 82, 83, well, it had to be after 83, around 84.
Yeah.
That church was built and on Fields Erdel. That's where we
Oh
went to.
wow. Yeah.
So that's where the remainder of our church was for a while there because
Long time.
got involved in, kids got involved in the youth program. They had nursery out there.
Mm-hmm.
The pastor was a follower of Kenneth Hagin,
Yep.
Pastor Terry. So we liked the service, made a lot of friends there, made a lot of friends.
Mm-hmm.
We got involved in some activities like music, of course.
Naturally.
It just seemed to naturally follow. And we liked the way the Pastor Terry taught, you know, and he had Bible studies and other things. A lot of activities going on.
Yep.
And he had youth groups where Pastor Bryce Gray,
Oh,
peanut
yes.
butter.
Peanut butter.
I guess that's what the kids called it. Pick
Yep.
up to that name. But once again, church is playing an integral part in our family's life.
Most
I guess the
definitely.
reason too is I wanted to make sure that you guys were at least exposed to church.
Yeah.
I never thought about if you're going to stay or not, but at least to say, as a father, one of the things I wanted to ensure was you guys was exposed to the teachings of Christ, and at least plant a seed. And later on, what happened to me, if you make that decision, it's your decision.
Exactly.
Because you was made to go to church.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. We couldn't leave you at home, so it was nice
Well,
you did
no.
come along with us. You know,
Well, yes,
it
definitely.
wouldn't have been too smart.
No.
And plus the exposure, being around a community of people that loved on you, and we got made close friends. We made friends. You made friends with the kids there, like Megan Miller, as Rachel, and I think who were you friends with?
Kafimba Coates.
Coast. Yes.
Yes.
Quick diversion from there. We got to be real close with the coast. Went to their house. We had a basketball rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
We even went on a camp out
Oh yes.
overnight, and that was interesting. It was fun. So it was a good family event.
Definitely.
So back to Living Word Fellowship. A few years later, at Living Word Fellowship, I guess some things happened. I forgot
Lots.
what it was. But your mother wasn't comfortable with it anymore. And so we left there and started going to Grace Chapel.
Oh yes. Those-
Grace Chapel by Pastor Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
Jeff. I can't remember his last name.
Ah.
But it's Pastor Jeff.
Yes.
I should come, it'll come back to me later on.
Yeah.
But anyways, good experience with Jeff. Bobby got involved in music. I tried to get involved with the band, but they just do another level. They wouldn't play a song exactly, and you need to learn it that same week.
Yeah.
I didn't fit in at all.
Yeah.
So I figured, well, I'll at least try it once. And then I discovered that I need more time to learn the songs, so I just get up and start playing as a substitute for another bass player who knew all the songs, so everybody loved, you know.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Tony. It's Tony. He's
Yeah.
very good. Professional. He played with a band professionally, so he's years ahead of me, you know. And he knew the musicians in the band and everything. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
They got along quite well together. I was just the person that came and tried to learn, but didn't learn fast enough. So. Anyway, we went to Grace for a while, and
even took trips.
The big thing about Grace was they had mission trips.
Mm-hmm.
You, I believe, went on Mexico mission trips. Or was that with Living Word? Well,
that was with Grace.
With Grace. Okay, I thought it was Living Word, but that's okay. I thought Peanut Butter took you guys out to Mexico one time.
No, it wasn't Peanut Butter.
Okay. Anyway, we got to Grace. We both went on mission trips. You and I went on a mission trip. The second time I went. You came with me because the first time Rachel was supposed to go to Nigeria, but something happened at the airport. We didn't let her go, but our passport will expire, so she couldn't leave. That was craziness. And it's hard for both of us. I was looking forward to spending time with her in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But next time around, you was able to go.
Yep.
With Nigeria, learn the experiences, meet people over there.
Mm-hmm.
It was all mission driven, sponsored by the church. The only difference is we had to pay for our way over there. So it wasn't like
lots
a
of
free
fundraising later.
right. But we did. We stayed. We was one of the second or third ones over there because the compound we stayed at didn't have beds yet. Literally, wait, that was the second time. Do you have beds the second time around?
I think we did.
The first time around, we slept on the floor, sleeping bags.
Yeah.
That dust was driving me crazy. It's amazing I survived that time.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time around, we did painting. Did we do painting on the second time around?
Some painting, but we're trying to build beds and attach zinc roofs to
in the tribal area. Right. So the compound was already built for the first trip.
Mm-hmm.
The second trip is mainly getting out to the tribal land.
Yep, building homes furniture for widows and whatnot.
Right.
Yep.
What's significant about that, I met a friend, a Nigerian, who ended up being a lifetime friend.
Ah, yes.
We talked on Facebook. In fact, coming back from our last trip to England, he was in England.
Well,
so I just talked to him while he was in England. Wanted to see him, but our trip was didn't design it. Everything is bam, 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 keep moving.
No time.
So, I guess it's a combination of church and family. Because I think if I was going to go to church, the family would at least get exposed to it.
Yes.
Then later on, let the kids, you guys, discover your own path.
Exactly.
Which is the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
But at least I can say you were in church while you was young, so
yeah,
feel good about that. You got there. At least you heard about God.
Oh, definitely.
So right now, at this stage or this season of life, we're not really attending church right now. I may go visit once in a while.
Yeah.
But your mother and I, Bobby, we decided that it's kind of both agreed to it. First, I wasn't too comfortable about it because we at least still go to a church,
Yeah.
But we started having little Bible studies at home, and we would read the scriptures real closely, ask questions. So at this time in my life, I feel comfortable. We're meeting all types of people. We're not restricted to a particular church, or not going to be a worker bee in a church.
Yeah.
We just enjoy being with people.
That's good.
For instance, last night we went to an event, Kathy's place, and we got to meet some people from other countries.
Well, shoot.
People speaking Spanish. You would love that
Oh,
one.
nice.
Yeah, they had a little group. They start and when they talk in English, we talk about certain things. Bobby met a lady last night that wanted to know more about shillings.
Well, shoot, there you go.
Especially she's talking about making a tour there. But here again, it's not going to a particular church to meet people. Just being out there with people.
Exactly.
The people you work with at work. The people in the neighborhood. We made some friends with people in the neighborhood, in our own apartment here.
Mm-hmm.
So the church is bigger than just being a restricted building. The church is the whole world out there. Jesus said to go out and meet people, make relationships, an opportunity to rise, then bring up about Him, because that's what's most important, not the building.
Exactly.
So that's where we are right now. What's going to happen in the future, I don't know. But I'm still following Christ, and will follow Him to the day I die.
Excellent.
My mother feels the same way, but we don't need or got to have a church and all of the institutions and the structure of a business organization for our salvation. Our salvation first comes from Him. Yeah. And we let Him lead us. He led us to some interesting people.
Well,
to
I'm
say the
sure.
least. And we prayed more for people than we ever did in church.
There you
It
go.
wasn't like a corporate prayer. Everybody get together and pray and say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or even speaking in this, praying in spirit. We now do this on our own. We get with people. And they may not be Christians, may not be whatever. We don't care anymore. Through this, we met Rachel's friends.
Mm-hmm.
We just love them where they are. We're not trying to change them.
Exactly.
Your friends, same thing
Yeah.
apply. Corey's friends.
Mm-hmm.
We're not change people, but we're out to represent Christ. And when the opportunity comes, then we let the Holy Spirit lead us. We're
There
not
you
trying
go.
to do it because we're required to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel different about my relationship with God. Yeah, I feel more deeply involved with Him now than I ever had in my life.
There you go.
I take time to pray, just out of my own decision.
Hmm.
If I do feel like going to a church, it's under, I can
Feel
go.
free.
I'm
Yeah.
free. But I'm not going to be locked into any institution anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I get my teachings from other places, from podcasts, God
Yeah.
Journey. I get teaching there. They talk about Christ. These are two former pastors who left going to a church.
Mm-hmm.
So that's encouraging. People out there who are done with just doing the same thing every weekend, not
Yeah.
really feel like they're living their life for God.
Yeah.
So that's where I am right now, this stage of my life. Just turned 72.
Well, congratulations.
And that was this month, August the 4th.
Oh,
my 72nd
nice.
birthday.
Yay.
And I spend it, I gotta mention this, it's a family thing, at least with Rachel and Ian.
Mm-hmm.
And we into a putt-putt golf course.
Nice.
At the time of my life.
There you go.
I call it the fluorescent light. It had
Yeah.
dark light.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had fun doing that. Had a good dinner that day. I forgot what I
Oh,
ate.
yeah.
What did we eat that day?
I don't even remember.
It
It was
something
good though.
It was good.
Yeah.
So, and then one last note to mention.
Yeah.
This past couple of weeks, well, past couple of months. Last month, your mother and I, Bobby, went to Great Britain.
Ah, yes.
It's interesting. It's something I wrote down on my little board over there 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Some things I like to do is kind of like writing down some goals.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Great Britain. I wanted to get business debt paid off.
Mm-hmm.
So these things, the trip to Great Britain came true. We did it last month.
Yep.
23 days.
There
And
you
we
go.
went from London and Hyde Park, where we gathered together, where the rest of the people who's going on the trip also went with us. There's about 35 people, different families from around the world.
Nice.
Most of them came from Australia and New Zealand.
Go figure.
How's that for a coincidence? We went on a cruise down in Australia. So here we are back with some more Australians.
Yeah.
It was the life of the party. They love to eat, drink beer, have fun.
There you go.
About 7 Americans were there. So we went on this trip from Great Britain, rode up to Shakespeare's birthplace,
Nice.
went to stop at little towns. We must at least stop at 3 or 4 places in England, Great Britain, while we was going from one place to another.
Perfect.
We went to Edinburgh and seen the castles,
Mm-hmm.
seeing a bagpipe player play, Scottish
Nice.
bagpipe player in Scotland. I really love Scotland. I really was in tune with Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby's looking for the colours of the family, McCullough family.
Yeah.
Come find out the McCullough name is not really the way it's spelled in America. It's spelled with
Figures.
M-A-C. I should have known that.
Of course.
But there's other variations of McCullough's name, but I believe the original name was to be M-A-C-U,
Something like that.
something right. That's to be expected.
Yeah.
So from Scotland, we crossed the ferry across a little strait between Northern Ireland and Great Britain.
Mm-hmm.
There's a body of water that came from the Atlantic.
Yeah.
From there, we went to Northern Ireland.
Nice.
Met some more wonderful people. Went on
Yep.
a tour, different towns, more castles,
Of course.
more, of course, cathedrals. See cathedraals all over the place. Magnificent, giant cathedrals.
Nice.
They were huge. So from Northern Ireland went to Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Had some cool people down there. And went to a place called Galway, Ireland. This is
Cool.
interesting. It's a beautiful place. And while we were there, we crossed the ocean again. But we had a chance to see that point from Ireland, which runs, if you look at the map, it goes straight to America.
Well, how
So
about
that's
that?
a long voyage.
Yes.
So that was exciting, plus all the hills and lots of sheep and goats and stuff. We went to Wales. And we traveled over to Plymouth. We seen
Nice.
the original place where the Mayflower, people in the Mayflower left. To go from Plymouth, England, got to Massachusetts Bay and renamed that area Plymouth of America. So
Go figure.
took a lot of things they got from England and brought to the United States or America back then.
Of course.
So yeah, I love the history of going on this trip. Feel really felt connected to it because there's DNA shows that there's some British in our family line, along with Northern Europe, which is German, of course.
Yeah, naturally.
And then it's interesting, a little bit of Nigerian,
Of
but
course.
there's also some African in our family too. So
Naturally.
we got a nice mixture here.
Mm-hmm.
So to sum it up, that's been kind of like where I am in my life right now.
Excellent.
Also, last year I went skydiving at
Nice.
71.
Well,
with
sure.
my daughter Rachel. Done that.
Yeah.
That's one of my bucket list. One of the things I just felt like I had to do. And I have to admit, all the way up to the point we jumped out of the plane, I was getting a little apprehensive.
Yeah.
But I decided, nope, I'm going to do
Gotta
this.
do it. Yeah.
So 10,000 feet, jumped out the plane. Well, not by myself. It was tandem.
Of course.
There's a guy in my back. He had the parachute and everything. Thank God he did.
Mm-hmm.
Because I fell out the plane. So, see everything happening so fast.
Yeah.
I forgot. I didn't forget. I just didn't pull the ripcord. So that's why they had somebody with you.
Exactly.
He pulled it.
Exactly.
6,000 feet, he pulled the ripcord. Up to that point, it wasn't in my mind for some reason. I was just
Well,
jumping
yeah.
and fall,
Mm-hmm.
Thank God he did. Everything came to a stop. We kind of floated it down.
Yeah.
Magnificent view, real quiet up there.
Of course.
So that was a big thrill. Will I do it again? Probably not.
Yeah. But
I
at least you
did it
did.
now,
Yeah.
I can't think of too many other things I want to do right now, except maybe drive a drag car up to 150, 200 miles an hour.
Hey, that'd be fun.
I understand you can do that. I always wanted to fly in a fighter plane. So that's on my bucket list.
Ah, yes.
Yes. To fly in a jet fighter.
Hmm.
Like an F-16 or something. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but there got to be
Hey,
a
it's
way.
possible.
Anything's possible. And if we ever get to the moon, get to outer space, I'd love to visit the space station. That's on my
That'd be
bucket list.
awesome. Yeah.
So there's still some things I can do. Places I still want to go.
Mm-hmm.
One of the places I'm tinkering with is Asia.
Ah,
Take
yes.
a cruise this time to Asia, not a bus trip.
Definitely.
That bus trip for both of us out. Every morning, got to get up around 5 or 6.
Woo! Oh, yeah. Need
but it
vacation from your vacation.
Yeah, we did, literally. That's when I came back and was sick from my vacation. Had something wrong with my pancreatitis.
Yeah.
So I spent the first Monday night, a week later in the hospital.
Ugh.
Then 3 days later, I'm back in the hospital again because it reoccurred again.
Yeah.
So I've been, a lot of prayers going out. I feel a lot better now.
Good.
Looking forward to spending some years of my life. Keep moving.
Always.
My grandfather and on the Anderson side of the family, Grandpa John Wesley Anderson, who lived to be 101.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I asked him, how'd you do it, Grandpa? I said, son, you got to keep moving, read the Bible, eat right.
There you go.
So that's my model to anybody. You don't sit around growing old. You keep moving to keep getting old.
Exactly.
So anyway, this has been the story of my life. I was glad to have a chance to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
If need be, if more things come up in my life that I think
There
are
will be
significant,
more.
I'm always open for another talk. But for right now, there's more enough information. I think this is what, the 8th or 9th interview
At least 9.
over a span of almost 2 years.
Yep.
So it's been a wonderful time to share. I'm glad I had this opportunity. And whoever sees this in future generations, remember that I was in this lineage. And
Yep.
I hope you enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
At least you get a chance to see how I look at this age.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's all I have to say for right now. Thank you. God bless whoever's watching this video. Love you with your family or friend. It's also going to be available on YouTube. So
Of course.
anyone, I think my son will have links to it.
Absolutely.
Since I think he's going to end up being a family historian, at least from
Well,
this
that's
side
what
of
it
the
looks
family.
like. There will be many more interviews to come. This is the first of many.
Right, so Ann will be gathering more information from the older members of my family. There's one right now who my Uncle Doc, or his name was, good God, Leeser.
Yeah.
he was married to my Aunt Margot. She's up in her
Yeah.
90s now.
She's next.
So she's one of the remaining
Well,
relatives.
one of the next ones.
One of the next ones. Also got another aunt on my father's side who was married to Uncle Dickie or Uncle
Yeah.
Donald. Marguerite, I haven't heard from her, so I don't know what her status is.
Yeah.
She lives in Madisonville.
Okay.
That's
trackable.
2. And on Bobby's side, she got 2 last living relatives. One of them is kind of in a nursing home or incapacitated.
Yeah, Charlotte, I think. Norby too.
Norby. So I don't know if he had much to share. And
Not
the one
anymore.
that'd be nice if you could talk to is your Aunt Mccullough.
I'll see
Surely
what
she has interesting
I'm
experiences
sure
in the 30s and
she
40s by her side of
does.
things.
So I'm gonna try to track her down.
Yeah, track her down, give her a call, get there before it gets dark.
Of course.
Before she goes to bed.
Yes.
We used to say an expression, you get up with the chickens and go to bed with chickens.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it gets dark, you're in bed.
Gone.
So anyway, I'm sure you will find a lot of information about your mother's side of the family.
Absolutely.
And most importantly, talk with your mother.
Oh yeah. She's next.
A lot of things she tells me about how she grew up, and her grandmother, and her uncles, and her sister, and her mother, and her stepfather, and
That's
so
the next set of interviews. Yes.
Yeah, and just let her start talking, and you will find out a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's a long sign off, but
definitely.
Thanks again,
Absolutely.
and we'll talk again another time.
Most certainly will. And signing off, there will be more interviews to come. And thank you again to Lawence Mccullough for granting us.
One more thing. Before you sign off, I think it'd be appropriate if people could see who's doing the interviewing.
Oh, goodness. Might as well.
Might as well, because you never know. Okay, this is our interviewer, Ian Mccullough.
Yes.
He was very patient, took the time out of his busy schedule to talk with me and understand where he came from, about a little bit about my life, his father's life. I'm his father. And also what things were like later on in life when he was first born into our world. He's our first son, oldest son, probably the smartest, but
I wouldn't go that far.
So, Ian, one quick takeaway. What did you get out of this interviewing?
The entire point of this interview process is to record the stories of our elders so that we are able to remember.
Right.
Too many memories of our earlier relatives who have passed on, they're just pictures in a book.
Right.
We'll never be able to hear their own words and their own voice. So what I'm doing with this project is to try to record as many of these voices for future generations, like you,
Right.
as possible, and that's why these interviews will continue. Of course, I learned a lot during this interview process with Lawrence. So he's the first of many, and we will continue these, and I'm glad to bring these to you, and I look forward to you all enjoying the next one. All right, signing off.
Signing off. Bye.
Bye.
That's good.